Hey all, and welcome to Really Little Britain. Folks, tonight I got another beer for you. This one comes from the Wychwood Brewery, and it's their Pumpking Ale, coming out at 3.8% ABV. Folks, I had this last year, and to be honest, I thought it was a really nice beer. It was one of the beers, for me, I bought quite a few of them. The only difference was this year, it's 3.8%. Last year it was 4.2%. So obviously they've changed the ABV. And I'm just going to kind of compare flavours to see exactly what it was like. One thing which really stood out in this beer last year was the mace they used. That was really prevalent in the beer, and that's, I think, for me, which gave it that nice, unique kind of spiciness. It was the pumpkin and the mace, and something I really enjoyed. So, I'm going to crack this bad boy open. I'm going to see what it's like. Wychwood Brewery bottle top. When I first came to England about 6 years ago, and I lived with a good friend now, Dave, we always used to buy Wychwood Brewery beers from Costco. Always used to get I think it was a mixed pack of 12. We used to enjoy them every week. A very, very solid brewery. So let's crack this bad boy open and let's see what this beer is like. So there's a light smokiness on it. Let's go straight in with the pour. So this beer pours with medium carbonation, and it is pouring a wonderful deep orange colour. Okay, as always with Wychwood beers, you get that fantastic head. It's it's nearly a 2-finger head, which is tightly packed bubbles, but always looks very, very creamy. Okay, it's just off-white in colour, but look at the clarity in this beer. It is unreal. It is like a deep burnt orange colour. Very, very good. I'm going to go straight in with the nose. The first thing you pick up is digestive biscuits. You pick up some caramel malt. You're picking up, it's like sweet potato. There's a little a sweetness, very much like golden syrup. I'm also picking up some wheat crackers. Okay, folks, I'm going to go straight in. Cheers. Okay, so the first thing you're getting these caramel malts, followed by a very light pumpkin taste. And then from that, you're getting the mace, as what I said, very, very good. But it's very lightly spiced. You're getting this really unique bitterness, which you never got in the other beer. And it's quite dry. It's very, very earthy. It's very, very grassy. Actually, it's getting to the stage where it's a bit over the top. I'm getting a little bit of nutmeg as well. There's a decent amount of caramel. There's some wheat present. But this beer for me, folks, it's all about the malts. It's all about the pumpkin. It's all about the mace. And it really is a typical Wychwood Brewery beer. If you can imagine hobgoblin with a bit of sweetness and a bit of spice, that's what you have here. Not a bad beer, very, very sessionable. One thing I liked about last year's one is I bought, I think it was about, 6 or 8 bottles, and I put them in the fridge. I love them ice cold. This bottle here has been in the fridge for about an hour, so it's just perfectly chilled. Mouthfeel wise, it's very, very good for 3.8%. Carbonation wise, it's spot on as well. The only thing is the bitterness is completely different than the the had at 4.2%. Actually, what I must do tomorrow is I might have one of them old bottles out in the garage. So if I do, I'll get it and I'll review it again. But still a half decent beer. So what's the finish like? The finish is malty with a light pumpkin note, followed by this rich mace spiciness, which leads to a light sweetness, which is intercepted by this really deep, quite dry, very roasted bitterness. Folks, what do I give Wychwood Brewery for their Pumpking Ale, a 3.8% ABV? This to me is not a bad beer. You know, I reckon I could drink a few of these. Bit of a session beer. You know, it's a 6 out of 10. A 6 out of 10. That's really Britain doing a review on Wychwood Brewery's Pumpkin Ale, a 3.8% ABV. Cheers, Slamacara.